Hello. All right, we're going to try. Third time lucky. Okay. Having huge issues with the data today. Hello, hello, hello. So if you are new to my page, I'm Anna Brooks. Welcome. You have chosen an awesome live stream to join. So we'll give it a moment and see who jumps on. And grab yourself a wine if you like, or something else, whatever suits. All right, so I've got something really exciting coming up tonight. It is launch night. I'm a bit excited, as you can tell. And I've been having arguments with the computer, another computer, with the Wi-Fi, for no joke, like 15 minutes now, where it just would not let me on. And this is the third time I'm trying this. So we are finally here. We're finally live. It's telling me we've got a good connection. If you're there, say hi. Let me know if this is your first live stream, or even if not, just say hi anyway. And let me know if you can hear me as well. I think someone's on there, so if you can let me know that you can hear it, that would be great. But I think we should be good. So I'll give it just a moment and wait and see who wants to jump on, who is out and about. It's 9 p.m. here in Melbourne, in Australia, where I am. And I was seriously trying to do this like half an hour ago. But for some reason, the Wi-Fi gods have decided, no, Anna, you're not going to get to do that just yet. But I'm here now. I'm here now. So let me just share this over to my personal page as well. So feel free to grab yourself a wine or some water or some tea, whatever you want. Sit down, chill out. I've got something really, really awesome coming up for you. So, and I mean, you kind of know what it is because I gave that away in the name, right? I'm a bit excited, just a little bit excited. Winning Mindset Smackdown. All right. Awesome. It's go time. It's go time. Let's do this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So what I have for you tonight that I'm really, really, really excited about, and I am in fact so excited about it, that I have not actually done the sales page or the links or anything like that. So I haven't even got a link at the moment for you to go to get the program, which is a little bit crazy, right? It's a little bit crazy. But that's okay. So what I'll get you to do as we go along, if you're interested, if you want to be one of the first to know about it, just pop a comment down below, say yes please, or I'm in, whatever you want to do, and I will make sure I send you the link once it's up and running, which I will attempt to do tonight. So let me tell you about the Winning Mindset Smackdown, okay? So here we are talking about overcoming sabotage. Right, so it's an absolutely totally badass training that I'm coming up with. And so this is all going to be about kicking sabotage's butt. And so there's going to be a training as well as 14 days of ongoing support to really get you accountable and consistent, right? So this is if you're really kind of, I'm so passionate about this, right? Because being flaky on my commitments to myself is something that I've just always struggled with, right? So when it comes to other people, not such an issue. I'm really, really good with making a commitment to someone else. I will never let someone else down. I will move heaven and earth to make sure that I follow through on those commitments, right? But when it comes to me, I've just always, in the past, had this capability of just flaking on myself, right? So I'll completely just let go of my own goals in the way of everybody else's, basically. And it's this constant sabotage that comes up, right? So this following through on my goals, no, I continuously struggled with this for years and years and years, right? And it was anything. So we're talking sabotage here that, like, for me, stuff that I'm used to, binge eating. If you know my history with binge eating, it's pretty serious. So binge eating was a big one that I would just overeat, basically, to numb myself down. Sorry, that's a plane. I just got distracted, as I do. So binge eating, right? Sleep is another really big one. I used to be one of those people that's like, oh, I have to sleep so much, because I kind of thought, oh yeah, that's what I need to be doing. And also it was a great way. I'm a good sleeper. Like, I'm a really good sleeper. I can sleep for hours and hours and hours. So being able to sabotage in that way was so easy for me, because I would just go to sleep and I'd be able to do it for such a long time and just avoid whatever else it is that I'm meant to be doing. So food, sleep, TV binging, that's another one. Picking a show and just going all out and just not basically stopping to do anything except watch that show, which is a really, really good way of sabotaging yourself. Shopping. If you're a sabotage shopper, where basically whenever you're trying to avoid doing something, you'll find an excuse to go shopping. Whatever it is, right? This is what we're talking about. It's that stuff that you've told yourself, for example, you've given yourself a fitness goal, or it might be a career goal. It might be something to do with your job. It might be something to do with a relationship, whatever it is. You've set yourself a goal that this is what I'm going to do. Might even be to do with your own personal development stuff, right? So you've said, maybe I'm going to make sure I'm journaling consistently, that I'm writing in my affirmations, that I'm attracting what I want, and you keep flaking out on yourself and not following through. Whatever it is, and whatever sabotages you have in place that basically stop you, that's what we're going to be talking about. So here is what this program is going to cover, this Smackdown. We're going to be uncovering the truth. So this is really important, about why you're actually sabotaging and why it keeps coming up. And more importantly, as well, not more importantly, but also importantly, why you're picking the particular sabotage. So when I say I had a history of binge eating, that was a very specific type of sabotage that I picked for a reason, which was around my self-worth and what I believed I could have or couldn't have in regards to my dream body, right? I had this sort of idea of a persona that I was trying to be to others, and therefore I was sabotaging myself. So it's really important, we're going to uncover why you're picking the particular sabotage, and also just why you're doing it in the first place, right? So the training is going to go through all of that. We're going to also, go through how to stop the sabotage. So there's a specific set of techniques, I guess you would call them, or I don't really like using the word formula, but no, it's not really a formula. It's just getting into discovering what the truth is and why you're actually sabotaging, and figuring out how to stop it, right? So it's about developing your confidence and your strength that you can trust yourself to be consistent, that you can actually be in flow, and you're smashing your goals like it's second nature, because that's what we want to get to. We don't want to be fighting an uphill battle of sabotage and just like trying to talk ourselves out of it and stop ourselves. That's not what we want. We want to be able to actually have it feel effortless, that we're not trying to sabotage ourselves anymore. We just naturally don't, because we're actually aligned. We're actually aligned to our truth and our core and what we're trying to get done at the most honest level, right? So we're going to cover the art of putting yourself first. So I hinted at this before about that sort of feeling of you can't stay accountable to yourself. You can always make commitments to other people and follow through, and you always show up and you do the work and you do what's required for other people. But when you make a commitment to yourself and there's no one else to be accountable to, you're flaking out, right? So this is what we're going to cover. It's the art of putting yourself first, of putting your goals and what you want as number one, right? So valuing yourself, valuing your self-worth, and that you are actually worthy of being number one, right? Of loving yourself. And this is going to be kind of in a way that's going to feel a little bit weird, a little bit woo-woo, but oh so good, right? Because it's going to just feel like coming into yourself, coming into your own, and actually accepting that you are allowed to be number one, okay? So it's absolutely for the woman that has always put other people first, right? So whether it's your relationships, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, whether it's even your bosses, that kind of thing, it's for the woman who's always put everyone else first, everyone else's goals above her own in terms of priority, right? You might have smashed a hell of a lot of goals in your life, right? So most people will look at you and be like, why do you even want any more? You're going through everything, you're smashing through all these goals, you're well ahead of the norm or whatever it is. But you know that deep down, The stuff that really matters to you, the stuff that you've committed yourself to, that is sitting on your soul level as this is what I really, really want, you know that that's the stuff that you haven't followed through with. That's the stuff that you haven't actually continued on with. That's the stuff that you flake out on all the time, is the stuff that you know deep down in your core is what you really want, right? So you've committed to all these other people, you've followed through on all the other things you've promised to others, and you've even managed to achieve a shitload in your own life in terms of someone looking into your life from the outside, right? But you know deep down that the stuff that you really want, you haven't followed through with that. You haven't been consistent, and you have sabotaged yourself over and over and over. Whichever avenue you choose, like whether it's the food, whether it's the sleep, whether it's the shopping, whether it's the TV binging, whatever it is, whatever sabotage you've chosen, you know that deep down it's the stuff that really matters to you that you haven't actually followed through on. And that's the stuff that matters in the end, isn't it? Right? So it's that disappointment, right? The disappointment in yourself that, you know, everybody else thinks that you're doing awesome and that you're really succeeding at everything and that you're smashing all these goals. But the disappointment sits down deep inside you where you go, yeah, no, this isn't me. I'm not just cut out for this. I'm cut out for a lot more than this, right? I'm born for more, and that's you, right? It's not for anyone who wants to live their life through their excuses forever, basically. So if you just want some pity, you want to be a martyr, you want to be sort of like, oh, look at me, I sacrificed so much for everybody else, la, la, la. You want to keep just having things to whinge about, then this won't be for you, okay? This is for the person who's sick of being the martyr, who's sick of being the person who just suffers for everyone else and is ready to actually step up and value themselves in a way that's just so much bigger than anything else they've done before, right? So here's how it's going down. All right, I'll give you the details because, like I said, there is no sales page at the moment because I've literally decided this is going out tonight, come hell or high water, right? So there's going to be a kick-ass live training, very much like this, very much through a live stream through a private group. And we're going to get really deep. So this is going to be live. You're going to be able to interact with me. You're going to be able to ask me questions as we go along. It's going to be very much almost like a workshop, like I've called it a Smackdown. And it is going to be a Smackdown, I promise you. But it's also going to be a workshop in the sense that you come with your pen, your paper, your wine, if you so choose. There will be wine, definitely. And we are going to workshop this. So I'm going to give you questions to answer as we go along. You're going to dig deep. You're going to give me your feedback as you go as well about the questions so that we can really dig deep and actually connect on this. This is really important to have someone bounce your ideas off of as well. Okay, so there's going to be the live training. That's the most important thing. If you can't make the live training, that's fine. You'll still get the replay. You can watch it back anytime and you can still comment onto the replay of the live stream anyway. So you can always ask me questions and everything as you go, and you can post your comments in there. So that's all fine. If you can't make it live, don't stress. But definitely, if you can, I'm going to try and make it, because I know a lot of people are like in Melbourne and stuff, so I'm going to try and make it at a similar sort of time. But don't stress, if you can't make it live, the replay is going to be there for you forever and ever and ever and a day, okay? The other part of this is that there's a 14-day follow-up. So it's not just the Smackdown, it's not just the live training workshop that we do. It's also 14 days of ongoing emails. So you're going to be hearing from me constantly for another 2 weeks to keep you accountable, right? And this is the really, really important part. So it's kind of going to really, really work out what's holding you back, what's keeping you hostage from the goals that you really want. And we're going to unlock your power so that you can put yourself first, okay? So you're going to make a commitment to yourself that you're unshakable because it's just so aligned and you're with your truth, and then you have my support and everything like that. But because you're going to actually have worked out in the workshop what your truth is, what your purpose, what your core is, and why you've been sabotaging on it in the first place, which, by the way, there's several reasons that you might be doing it. So that's stuff that we're going to cover. But you're going to have my support then for 14 more days, constant emails, constant accountability, as well as your fellow superstars. And most importantly, accountability to yourself to not let yourself down anymore, right? I mean, let's be honest, it's only your life, right? Like this sabotage stuff, I don't know about you, but for me, this killed a bunch of years that I could have actually been making progress on things that I wanted, and I was just going round in circles. So this program is just, it's a no-brainer. Like, it's just, I have not been this excited, and I am by far sure this is the most transformative and absolute most friggin' high energy and just loving program I've ever put out, because I know this. I know this so deeply. So there's no judgment here. That's a really big thing, is that I've been there. I know what it's like. I still have to push myself out of my habits of sabotage, because once you're in that habit, especially if you're coming from an addiction type of background like me with food, it doesn't just fade away. It is still, after years and years and years, it's ingrained in you, and you have to sometimes consciously pull yourself out of it, right? So it is about kicking your ass, but in a loving way, because it's, like I said, it's about putting yourself first. And this is what this program is about. It's saying, I am worth it. I am number one. I can't fix anyone else. I can't help anyone else until I help myself, right? So there's absolutely no judgment from me on this stuff. I am the queen of sabotage, and I fucking know that shit on a cellular level. It's like ingrained in me. So there's really no time to waste, right? I've only just decided it's going to start on 7th of June is when we're actually going to have the Smackdown, the training, and then the 2 weeks after that, right? And this is the time, right, to change, to really commit to change, to commit to yourself, and to really get accountable, because this is only your life, like I said, right? So let's talk about your investment into the program, okay? So like I said, I don't normally do this on the live streams because I save it for the sales page, but hi, this is my sales page. All right, I really need more of that wine. Okay, so there's going to be the regular option, right? So there's early bird special on at the moment. Well, not at the moment. When I launch this, there will be an early bird special. However, added to this, I'm going to do a awesome bonus. Okay, so there is going to be a VIP option. So the VIP option is actually going to be another $200. And this is going to include 2 group coaching calls, just like this, just with the VIPs that have registered. And you're going to be able to have a conversation with me, have a chat with me, and ask me questions as we go along. So there's going to be 2 of those calls over the 14 days follow-up, right? And I've decided I'm going to actually give you an upgrade. So if you join in the early bird time, which I'm not sure how long that is right now, but more to the point, it's only going to be for the first 10 people. So the first 10 people that join, oh my God, I sound like an infomercial. This is hilarious. But seriously, for the first 10 people that actually sign up for the program, I'm going to upgrade you to the VIP option. So not only are you going to get the Smackdown training and the 2 weeks of follow-up accountability and support and kicking your ass, but you are also going to get those 2 group coaching calls as well. Okay, but that is only going to be for 10 people because we're going to have VIPs anyway. And we're going to have to keep it a little bit, I want to make sure that I've got enough time for everyone. That's really important, right? So in the Facebook group, when you're in there and doing the group coaching calls, I will literally be in your face and lovingly kicking your ass to stay committed to you and stay committed to getting out of this sabotage, right? So I've already talked a bit about why I know this inside out, because I've been sabotaging, putting everyone else before me and trying to basically be the fucking hero in every single situation, and thinking that I can just rescue people, and that if I just want something badly enough for someone, that it'll happen, for pretty much all my life until I got out of it, right? And so I sabotaged myself repeatedly with food, with binging, for over a decade, with oversleeping, with procrastinating, excuses, whatever you can think of. So I get it, right? I really get it. And it's so deeply like vibrating within me right now to unleash this knowledge and this training to you, because after a decade basically of binge eating and having like a really, really hating relationship with my body, I finally have the body of my dreams. Not only that, but I love my body, which is a really big part of it. I have the best friend in my partner that I could possibly imagine, like literally my soulmate, who just absolutely worships the ground I walk on, which is fantastic and amazing. And I mean, if you want to be in a relationship, great. If you don't, whatever it is. However, for most people that want to be in a relationship, having someone who respects you and treats you amazingly is generally accepted as a norm of what we want, right? So, and more to the point, I just own my worth in a whole new way, right? And that's a really, really big part of it, that sabotage just doesn't control me anymore because I'm owning who I am, right? So, like I said, the sales page isn't up at the moment, so you can't jump on just yet. But if you comment down below and just comment yes, please, I will be sure to send you the details as soon as they're up. And so we're going to start on the 7th of June. 7th of June is going to be the Smackdown. And then there's going to be 2 weeks, like I said, of the follow-up accountability training as well to keep you focused. Keep you accountable to yourself. Number one, yeah, sure, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be absolutely supporting you and kicking your ass and making sure that you mean what you say and you do what you say and you say what you mean. However, it's all about committing to yourself, being accountable to yourself, right? So, don't forget, first 10 that actually do purchase it to jump onto the program, you will get the upgrade to the VIP. So that's only for the first 10. So you're going to want to make sure you jump on Winning Mindset Smackdown super quick. And it's all about quitting the sabotage so you can start smashing your goals like the goddess that you are. I'm going to get the sales page up for you very, very soon. If you want to know first, if you want to know once it's up so that you can get the upgrade to the VIP as one of the first 10 straight away, make sure you comment below, say yes, please, and I will send you that link first of all, and I'll save you that spot. And I think that's it. I think we're good. Just have a look and see if there's anyone on who wants to ask any questions while we do this. Right, no, I think we're good. No questions, cool. All right, in that case, I'm going to finish it up today. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to comment below, or you can even send me a private message. That's fine as well. And I will let you know just as soon as I've got the sales page up, and we will take it from there. I'm so excited, guys. This is just going to be ridiculously incredible. Sabotage is something that is very close to me. It's been such a huge part of my life for such a long time. And I think, like, I know there's that recurring thing of, all women always put other people first, and we don't take care of ourselves and that kind of thing. And yeah, okay, I can kind of get where that comes from, but it's a different kind of sabotage when you are born for more, right? When you're not just happy with the status quo, when you know deep down that you actually do deserve more and that you do want more out of your life, and you've been constantly pushing to get yourself to that next level, but you just can't seem to get yourself to stay there, right? So you'll have a few good days, a few good weeks, whatever it is, and then you'll just revert back and you'll backtrack. And that's a whole different story than just being, the typical sort of self-sacrificing type person. This is when it gets really personal and you stop being in tune with yourself and you stop being honest about what you really want, okay? So the Winning Mindset Smackdown is going to be everything that you need in terms of uncovering why you're actually sabotaging, stopping, obviously, figuring out how to stop the sabotage, but more to the point as well, just learning to put yourself first, learning to have the confidence that you are allowed to be number one, right? And there's a lot of different processes that we're going to go through that you can do this. But this is definitely at the core of it all, because when you can get out of that martyr sort of mentality of I have to put everyone else first. If I commit something to someone else, I always follow through. I'm always going to do it. But when it's something for me, then if it doesn't really happen, it doesn't matter too much because it's just me. And you've gotten into that habit of disappointing yourself so much that you tell yourself it's okay. And it's not. It's not. You deserve better. I know that because I deserve better, right? And I do. I do get better now because I chose to. So I'm going to finish it there. If you have any questions, once again, please feel free to let me know. Post, comment down below. Yes, please, if you want to be the first to know so you can get the VIP upgrade as the first 10. And I will see you guys really soon. Have a fantastic night. I'll see you soon. Bye. Remember, live life on purpose.